So we're very happy to have so many guests here. We have Core Protocol with Inder, CEO and founder of Core Protocol. We have Daniel James, the CEO of DMAIL. We have CWallet with Tom, who is a co-contributor to the team. We have Des with Anil, who is Chief Technology Officer. We have Warden. By the way, do we have a Warden here?
Yes.
Yes.
From Warden.
Hello, we have Vincent from Warden, who is the ecosystem lead, and we have Ivy from CycleX. Ivy, are you with us?
Yes. Hi, everyone.
Hello, because we failed to hear you. Now we can hear you all pretty well. And we have Tomer from Kima Network, who is our honorable CMO here. So let's start, guys. I think that you can take turns to speak, so it will be better for me not to call you just name by name asking to speak. So we will have 3 parts. Basically, in the main part, we will discuss the project fundamentals. In the second part, we will discuss why we're here. Actually, those will be some community-related questions, most likely dedicated to the campaign that we are running together, which is airdrop phase 2 campaign. And the third part will be a kind of funny speed round, represented with either or type of questions, but which will be very quick to answer. And I hope that our community will have much fun listening to you guys. So let's start with the first question. And can you please describe your project in 1 sentence? What is your project all about? What problem it solves? And why does it matter right now?
Yeah, I'll go first then. This is Daniel from DMAIL. And yeah, I'll respect the request to be succinct here. So yeah, DMAIL is a cross-chain communication infrastructure, and we're powering wallet-to-wallet messaging, notifications, and read-to-earn rewards. We believe this solves the fragmentation of user engagement in Web3 by turning messaging into a monetizable, loyalty-driven experience when attention is harder than ever to earn. Thanks.
I will go second. Hey guys, name is Tomer. Kima team. Kima is a universal interoperability communication protocol. To simplify this gibberish sentence, it means that we are enabling communication of completely disconnected ecosystems, like the traditional financial world, the centralized financial world, and the decentralized financial world with no smart contracts, no oracles, and nothing. We just make it work. That's us.
Maybe I can also introduce us. It's Anil, CTO of DATS. So basically, DATS is an AI-powered cybersecurity platform built on DePIN. We let anyone earn from their unused system resources while helping companies stay protected in real time.
Hey, I'll jump in. I'm Inder, CEO and creator of the Core Protocol. Core is an IP infrastructure focused on the entertainment industry. We help IP holders tokenize their intellectual property, collaborate with creators, and even monetize through new revenue streams like AI licensing and more. The problem it solves is traditionally IP is very static. It's very difficult and time consuming to collaborate with IP holders. And through on-chain mechanics, we can really make this much more efficient and unlock a whole new collaboration economy around creativity and media.
Hello everyone. So it's Vincent from Warden Protocol. So Warden Protocol is the home of intelligent applications as we present it. And we bring AI to smart contracts with 3 different layers. And one of the most important one is our verifiability layer. And then people know us more for Warden app, which is our first application, which has already onboarded 6.5 million users over 2 months. And basically the program that it's solving, it allows anyone to use blockchain and crypto without any prior knowledge to blockchain and crypto while being self-custody.
Hi guys, I'm Avi, and we are CycleX. CycleX is RWA tokenization fund insurance and trading platform that digitalizes traditional advice through blockchain technology. And we are addressing low liquidity and high entry barriers This is really crucial in current global financial digital transformation. So we decide to provide efficient, transparent, wealth growth pathways for investors and asset holders.
Hi everyone, this is Tom from CWallet. Really happy to be here and also happy to see our old friends, especially DMAIL and Warden. Really nice seeing you guys over here. So CWallet actually is your gateway to a new era of crypto finance. So CWallet is not just a crypto wallet, it's a comprehensive Web 2.5 financial platform. So we seamlessly integrate security, privacy, and convenience, laying the foundation for a transformative financial landscape. With CWallet, you can securely hold, send, receive, swap, tip, and earn from over 60 blockchains and 1,000 plus cryptocurrencies, all within one powerful platform. We also have our Cozy card. We have our HR bulk payment management system. And also the new features are coming, especially for the meme coin trading sections on CWallet. Yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, guys, for presenting your projects. And we go further to the second question, which is a little bit tricky because it's about the competitors. So how does your project stand out from competitors and actually the competition in the space? And what makes your approach better or actually more valuable for users?
I think with DMAIL, so our team has actually built two projects, DMAIL and SubHub. SubHub will have its TGE in Q4. And I think what really makes us stand out is our user acquisition model has been pretty phenomenal. We have more than 2 million monthly active users for both of the projects, which places both projects in DMAIL as a top 10 DApp for user acquisition, and SubHub is currently top 15, but it has been as high as the top 5. So we're certainly doing something right with user acquisition, and adoption is, I would say, one of the best determinants of a DApp success in if people are using it or not. So I think when it comes to competitors, most Web3 messaging tools are really, frankly, just that, tools. And DMAIL is actually a full communication ecosystem. For example, we are on 39 chains. We've integrated 39 chains. We have account abstraction, which enables, obviously, Web2 onboarding. And the SubHub, which I was talking about, caters to, while DMAIL caters to the user end, SubHub connects marketers and projects to the users. So it's really a holistic communication system in that sense. We have something called a read to earn model, and this turns users into really active participants because it's a kind of attention economy. And we're not just delivering messages. I think a lot of people have a misconception that DMAIL is simply decentralized mail. Yes, there is that element to it. We have we support Web2 mail, but we also support, obviously, wallet-to-wallet mailing. Your address, like mine, for example, is Daniel@dmail.ai. That actually doubles as an NFT as well, which is tradable in the marketplace. So yeah, we're so much more than just decentralized mail. We have an earn section where you can complete tasks to earn rewards as well. And I encourage anybody who hasn't used DMAIL listening today to sign up. It takes a minute or two, and start to monetize on the platform, because we do value retention, and we value our user base when we try to bring as much of a value add to those users as possible.
Hey guys, I go next. So Kima actually doesn't have too much competitors. At least we do not see ourselves as competitors to any other solution in this industry. We would like to think of ourselves. Am I audible? Sorry,
Now, yes, you're back. You're back.
Yeah. Sorry. They said we do not see ourselves as competitors, but we see ourselves as those who complete existing solutions of other interoperability protocols, and basically enabling communication with the centralized applications to any decentralized application that would like to do so. So, not sure that we can say that we have any competitors. We do not see the industry as a whole as an industry of competitors. The whole thing about Web3 and all decentralization and to give power to communities to control what is our own by right, our creations, our assets, and doing exactly the same with our mindset as a protocol. We are opening the door actually to every interoperability protocol out there, centralized or decentralized, to collaborate and to create a better and awesome products together using the KIMA protocol. So that's about us in a nutshell and the competition.
I can go next. So regarding us and the competition, so maybe like where we stand out is like we're not repurposed, like layer one or something like that. We're like really like our first purpose, it's purpose built blockchain infrastructure for AI, for intelligent applications. And we have already like a very interesting stack with what we say are like for AVRs, asynchronous verifiable resources for off-chain interactions. We have as well like specs, which is like statistical proof of execution. So, and as well, we are like kind of agnostic, so we can work with any other layer one, any DeFi application, any DApp, with the need of like bringing like AI resources. So pretty cool. And then on the I would say like on the Warden app side of things, where we stand out is really like the ease to onboard people. So we do not compete much with like decentralized applications, for instance, because actually the Warden app is like doing any type of like interactions for users with any type of decentralized applications. So we are like more like partners. And in terms of like user experience, it's like pretty new in the Web3 space. And I believe we were like kind of the first mover at the time. Now the competition is like toughening up. And yeah, like it's going to be an exciting time.
So I can also explain why we are different from other projects. So basically, we are not just another depend project or just another security tool. That brings both sides together. Regular users can plug in and earn from their devices, and businesses can get easy to use powerful security tools via our distributed user contribution. Because of why we are unique is lots of security providers exist in the current days because everybody suffers from cyber attacks, right? But their resources are very limited because they are renting only AWS or GCP provider machines, but this is very limited and it cannot actually test real-time hackers methodology. But we have more than 500,000 contributors worldwide. With that way, we can run much more specific tests, much more powerful tests, and also we can test hackers' approach via our distributed infrastructure. With that way, actually, we are the only solution which can provide this amount of huge and specific cybersecurity tests in this field.
Hey, I'll jump in. You can hear me, right? I was kicked out for a second. I think you can hear me.
Yes. You're with us.
Great.
We can hear you.
Thank you. Yeah. So in terms of differentiation, I mean, first of all, I think, the competition in the landscape is great because IP is still, in the grand scheme of things, early in terms of onboarding. We haven't seen huge Web2 IPs coming on chain and truly taking advantage of what this technology can offer. So, we see ourselves very much as an open, interoperable ecosystem. We collaborate across multiple chains. We partner with other IP protocols, really to kind of grow the industry as a whole, rather than closing ourselves off into sort of one box where it's like just our layer one we expect people to operate in. So interoperability is really important for us, and it's one of our central focus areas. And unlike a lot of our competitors, we also focus very heavily on entertainment IP. I think we have the largest network of Web2 AAA IPs coming on chain, whether that's franchises like Black Mirror, which is one of the most watched TV shows on Netflix, billions of views, millions of fans globally. We work with artists like deadmau5, who's a global superstar. He has 60 million fans, all the way down to studios like Sony Pictures. And so we've spent a lot of time building strong relationships and infrastructure that can serve traditional Web2 partners that want to come on chain. And so I think we've done a pretty strong job of creating that foundation to really help onboard, the next era of kind of, traditional Web2 IPs, as well as empower Web3 partners. Some of the other things that I think differentiate us, we've already been proving out a lot of our core infrastructure. There's been over 1 million AI UGC assets made on our protocol. And that really just shows how an artist like deadmau5, for example, can be remixed by their fans instantly using AI, and revenues to be shared between both parties. And this is something that just doesn't exist in the traditional Web2 landscape and hasn't been scaled properly in Web3 with global franchises. It's a problem all of them are trying to understand and solve, and we've already got some amazing case studies. So those are some of the things that we focus on. And of course, as mentioned, for us, we're a very collaborative ecosystem. So it's really about interoperability and open infrastructure rather than hiding and being scared of competitors.
Hi guys, we are CycleX. So for answering this question, we think we have two advantage in two aspects of. First is our platform advantage, and the first thing I want to mention is that we have the closed loop design. CycleX builds a complete ecosystem from issuing, asset management, and trading. And other competitors, they are only focused on one of the parts. And also we have the user coverage combines both institutional and retail users. But our competitors, especially for the traditional financial institutions, they only focus on like big customers. And also we have the comprehensive technical capabilities, like we integrating the asset insurance and asset value management and smart trading matching. And also we have the AI financial services. So we have the broader functionality than competitors. And also, we are not only focused on like RWA trading platform, but also we want to build our own CycleX DAO, and also like the AI investment advisories. Also, we have the RWA assessment system. So we have the strong scalability. So these are our platform advantage. But also we have the RWA fund product advantage. For example, we have the diverse product structure. As you know that the RWA, most RWA product focus on US bonds, but we offer like the mini fund, single fund, dynamic income fund. These all products, and we meet verified investment needs. And in this part, we have a lot of advantage. And also we have the dynamic valuation mechanism. We to achieve the real-time and accurate asset valuation, we create a dynamic net asset value combined with multi-factor strategies. So we can just combine. We just can have the price or meeting the fluctuation of the market. And also we have the 30% liquidity reserve to handle redemptions and market fluctuations, and we ensure that on-chain trading stability. And most importantly, the last thing is that we provide 1% of the APY, because that we have three structures of the income. First is our fixed income. They are mostly come from like very stable assets like stocks, treasuries, and the rate they will provide like 7 to 9%. And the second part is our floating income. They are come from like the cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum. And the third part is our incentive income. We just design a lot of airdrops and tokens to just give our users. This is like insensitive income. Those advantage are our products in advantages. So combine these platform and the product advantage. So we think we really competitive. Thank you.
Thank you. And seems like Tom from CWallet is left.
Okay, so we call ourselves a Web 2.5 wallet. The reason for that is like there are many wallets out there, but like most of them are very hard for like normal Web 2 person to use. And that's why like we are educating people. That's our advantage. We are bringing masses from Web 2 to Web 3, but they cannot directly transit to Web 3. So that's why we are giving them opportunity to learn about crypto and also transform themselves to Web3. Other than that, like we have many tools which I don't think many other wallets have. For example, we have a Telegram bot, which is really great. People can integrate their token into it, and then they can use like the raining feature. They can use the giveaway feature. There are many, like hundreds of features they can use. They can use the tipping feature, and it's free of cost. And also they can change the name of the boat to their own and use it as their own into the community. Other than that, we have HR tools where different companies or organizations can use our tool for free, and then they can send salaries to their employees. We also have a bulk payment option, which is used by many projects and organizations, especially for the token projects. So they need to increase their wallet holders. So they will be sending massive payouts like with one click, which is also very convenient for very many users. I think these are our benefits, and also we have launched our Cozy card, which actually is a USD based card. Is issued from initially Hong Kong and now being initially issued from Singapore, and then we are almost covering half of the world right now, and we will be adding more countries into the list. Right now, these are the things I think like stand out from the CWallet perspective. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom, and thank you, other project representatives. So next question is about challenges, because we all know that summer is being a slow season, like launching, shifting to autumn, and actually the general market is very volatile, and there are a lot of market swings. So what's the biggest challenge your team is facing right now, and how is your team navigating it?
I will volunteer myself first. I also saw that Demon wanted to go over this. Please, then I will let you take this one, unless you'd like me to go first and present the challenges.
No, go ahead. You're my guest. Thank you.
Okay, so I thought that this will be a risky one. Then I said I will take it. I will be up for the challenge. I think that, being very frank and honest, one of the biggest challenges that our team has experienced at the moment is mostly with keeping the communities morale during these turbulent market times. As we all know and say, the market has been hyper volatile since around February. So on the development side, everything works great. In terms of the partnerships, PD, we're actually growing faster than we were ever growing. Things are starting really to look great for Kima in terms of the integrations, partnerships with real world asset companies, banks, even governments and governmental organizations. But on the community side, due to the market turbulence, of course, crypto is a publicly traded company. We're facing, like all other projects, some challenges with keeping the communities more up while the markets are going down. When BTC lost a lot of its value and then went back up, very volatile move, and then followed by Sol Ethereum, but the altcoin season still hasn't officially started yet. Of course, our community is a very strong, resilient, active, and very, very supportive. But still, having ourselves holdings in various other projects, we know how the feeling is. So we've been we're been paying attention very, very closely to our community. We open the doors to every investor and holder, to ask questions in DM with our moderators, with our team members. I'm getting personally, dozens of messages a day from community members that want to get updates. Our door is always open to each and every one of the holders in our project. Then I'd say that during this time, that probably was one of the biggest challenges, to keep up the moral as the market was crashing. Projects, some of them lost almost 100%. Some of them went down 50, 60, 70. So I say that this was the biggest and the most challenging difficulty to handle, as the market, of course, is not in our hands, and we have no control over what's happening in the overall market. So that's on Kima's side. Giving it back to DMAIL, please.
Yeah. Thanks. I agree with a lot of what was said then. There is so much in this industry that is out of the builder's hands, and we've all witnessed that Bitcoin has done very well. Ethereum is starting now, which is good because it's repeating similar patterns of previous cycles. So we're hoping that it filters into alts soon enough, and the rest of us can all benefit, I think. And I think that it really is a patience game, and that probably is the hard part. And I think talking about it as being seasonal is apt, really, because you do obviously have your crypto winters and your summers, and I think everybody is just waiting for retail to arrive. I think there are good signs. The global M2 is the highest I think it's ever been, and I think that as soon as we see interest rate cuts in the US, it's going to go hell for leather, to be honest. So there is that patience factor, and everybody knows it's coming. It's just a question of when. But I'm a great believer that projects that have been building for several years and have really put together a large community base with utility in the project, I think they will stand to benefit. So, obviously, I'm very excited for the projects that are here today, as well as DMAIL and SubHub, because I think they're all quality projects. So, I really think that, as well as the patience game, I think the biggest challenge is maintaining momentum across multiple verticals. Product marketing, BD. It's keeping spirits high. It's knowing that blast off is coming and keeping everybody motivated. Capital, user attention can be constrained. We're doing a raise for SubHub now. We're doing well with it, actually, but that's not to say that it isn't a challenging period for a lot of projects that are trying to raise right now. So yeah, we mitigate all these things by doubling down on core growth strategies. We know that if we build out platform growth, that when this boom period does arrive, we'll be positioned very well. We've been doubling down on partner onboarding. We've been enhancing functionality within DMAIL itself. Things like MCP, the AI assistant we're building out. We've scaled smart integrations with projects like ChainGPT, which is very exciting. We've integrated RSS feeds as part of our productivity suite, and Office X is another one that where you'll have decentralized drive and more functionality to come as well. So we're really doing our best to make the platform sticky and indispensable. and obviously we have this huge user base. We are working very hard on retention, and so I think that these are really the challenges that we're facing at the moment. Everybody is experiencing obviously the same climate, but I think that fortune favors the bold, and those that are providing something which is functional and has utility, as I said, and build out the user base will be very well positioned in the coming all season.
I'm happy to jump in. I think, in the past, maybe a couple of years ago, I would say one of the biggest challenges was convincing big brands, TV shows, even musicians to come on chain. There was a lack of education, and it's a very complicated landscape. I think you speak to an IP holder, for example, they understand some very specific ideas of how a business operates, and you introduce a token into the mix, and it's just not in their vocabulary to understand anything regarding that and how it can be valuable or the risk associated with it. So that, I would say, in the past, those were some of the big challenges. There was a lot of education needed. I'm not saying that has disappeared. I think there's still a lot of education, but we've luckily been able to kind of solve a lot of that and kind of present a framework for Web2 IPs that have global audiences to understand the value of coming on chain and how they can utilize this technology to empower their community, to unlock new revenue streams and more. So I would say those were some of the things that we were really kind of working on over the last few years. Now, for me, one of the biggest challenges is we still haven't got mass onboarding when it comes to Web3. And so, we're working with an IP like Black Mirror, for example, and they have millions of fans who we're aiming to bring on chain. They're launching their token. And one of the biggest challenges is trying to design products that can engage the core Web2 audience while still staying true to the mechanics that Web3 users understand. And I would say there's a massive gap there at times between the traditional kind of product experiences that work in a Web2 space versus some of the more degen mechanics that you could assume work really well in Web3. And so for us as an ecosystem that is onboarding so many Web2 partners, we really focus on trying to figure out what that gap is. And do you kind of overcompensate for the Web2 audience, or do you try find a meet in the middle, or have a kind of ecosystem of experiences that kind of appeal to all of them? So again, I don't think that it's been solved at scale just yet. And for us, the North Star is really, what does mass onboarding look like in a way that brings millions of new users on chain? But in this gap that we're in right now, where we're not there, you're almost building without a clear idea of whether this is actually going to work or not sometimes. So there's a lot of risk taking, there's a lot of quick iteration and pivoting that is needed at times. So those are some of the challenges I think that stick out at the top, of course, amongst many others of what it takes to just run a company, right? Whether it's you mentioned kind of maintaining team momentum, giving the community all of the relevant information and communication they need. It's a very challenging and exciting space to work in, but it's why we love it.
Completely. Yeah, what you say, like,
Please.
I'm not sure, like, if it's like the slow season. I mean, for us, like, it has been a bit crazy because we launched just before ETC 10 the Warden app. I think we expected, like 50K, 100K people, in the first like maybe by the end of July and so on. And yeah, like it totally blew up. So like we're like, as I said, like around 6.5 million. Actually, we had to remove like 6 million like users which were fake users. So like it reached 12 million that we removed like the fake ones in partnership with for partners and so on. Analyzing like the data.
Very badly. It's like we're very, very muffled.
Is it better? Is it better right?
Oh, it's better. Yes, here you live. Super. That's better.
Yeah. No worries. So yeah, as I was saying, like for us, like not really like a slow season right now. I don't know for like next year and like what's going to happen, but like not really like a slow season. And yeah, like basically, so because of that, the challenge that we had is like scalability, right? Because like right now, our goal is like to smoothen up like the experience, and we had basically to like bring the fire extinguishers, like all over to scale the infrastructure, because you do not have the same infrastructure when you expect 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, or when you expect 6 million people. Basically that's what's happening. So that's the challenge for us right now, is like to continue to scale and improve like the user experience for everyone, and preparing the TG. That's also like the second big topic.
Just wanted to add to what some of the partners here said before, that basically we all kind of said it, that eventually if you keep building and you have real technology, real usage, real utility, it's just a matter of endurance and patience. So hype fades away, but value pays off. So if you really deliver value in this ecosystem, it's just a matter of time until you will get the real usage that you were waiting for, the real market adoption. Of course, that being said, of course, if you're working on your product market fit with your technology and you're refining every time your product and the user experience to make it something that users really want to use, want to build with, etc. So if you are indeed building real technologies, you do provide value to an ecosystem in every industry. I think that it's just a matter of time until you will explode eventually. We've seen it, in the previous cycle, in the previous bear market. To those of you who remember, we saw Solana reaching to as low as $8, $9, $10, $11, right? And then, builders were just building on Solana because it was a great ecosystem. And eventually, when the final moment came, they just reached critical mass. And suddenly, when the new cycle arrived, all of the builders who were building on Solana suddenly exploded into the ecosystem with their users. And Solana reached a new all-time high. I think it was close to $300, which we were not far from already this time. I think it was even a new all-time high, if I'm not mistaken. So I think it's really just a matter of time when it will happen to you. If you keep building, you keep listening to the community about your technology and product, not giving up, and again, looking at long-term and building a product that will deliver real value to the ecosystem. So just wanted to add this to what my other friends said here.
Maybe I can take it up from here. So basically, actually, right now it's about growing the network while getting everything ready for our token launch. We are testing nodes globally, onboarding much more real users, and keeping the tech is solid. It's a lot of things we need to be focused. With that aim, we split our team into focused groups so we can move fast without breaking things. For the balancing the space-time, I will just cut it short.
We have Ivy and Tom from CWallet left.
Okay, I can answer this. So for our project, since we are RWA launching and trading platform, and we will TGE by the end of the September. So we think this is really a good question for us. But actually, we don't know what extent the challenges are, because we are not sure if the market is truly down and the volatility of the crypto market. So there are a lot of uncertainty in this market, and also in the user engagement. And also in our to our project, we think the asset valuation really depends on the whole market situation. So it will impact us. So our solution is that we think the most important thing is that optimize our product launch timing. By using this time, we want to leverage the off-season to refine the asset insurance system. So we updated our app and the PC2 versions to ensure more stable products for the autumn launch. So this is the first step we want to sell. And the second thing is that we really enhance our community engagement. Actually, we have already launched a lot of airdrops activities to make all these, community engagement active. And we create a lot of educational contents. And we are designing the co-building activities, and all these stuff are building to boost our user loyalty. And for our RWA product, we think the dynamic asset management is truly important for us, because the market is really, there are a lot of uncertainty in the market, and the value of the RWSI is really important. So we use the Chainlink oracles and the dynamic net asset value management to adjust our asset allocation in real time. So ensure that all the investors, when they buy our RWA product, they can see the true data of the net asset value and AUM. So in this solution, we can to lower the market volatility impacts. And the last thing is that we really deepen our partnerships. We cooperated with the Plume Network. This chain focus on the RWA products, also Kima, and KuCoin and other partners who expand the global user base and the liquidity support. So all these things are preparing for the autumn TGE, and I really hope that we will smoothly get the users and make our RWA product the price stability, and also attract more users interaction. Yeah.
So it's time for me. So I think like the challenge we face right now is like the change of perspective and also change of narrative. So crypto space like is the only space which is changing like very rapidly. So one day there is one narrative very popular, and after a few days, like it's gone. It's like not popular anymore. So I think this is like very bad for all the real builders who are building something, because there are some parts of the building stuff like you need too many resources. You are building some tool or something like that, and once you finish that, the popularity of that is gone, and the shift of the entire community is gone somewhere else. So I think that's really a waste of resource, waste of money, and waste of time. So, but like I think like even in this cold summer, like when nothing is happening, the best thing you can do is keep building, because that's what you need to do to wait for the bull run. And also you need to educate your community, and also you need to engage with them, because any project whose community is strong, I think they are going for the long run. Unless like all those meme coins like the short.
You seem to disappear, or is that only with me?
Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay, sorry for the disruption. So that's what I'm saying. Like, we need to keep building new things for our community, and keep building like something real useful for the community. That's what matters, because if you have the real community, real product which is very useful for the community, I don't think community is going anywhere, and that's the best way to keep them engaged. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Tom. Those are very wise words being said, and actually I do agree with everything having said before. So that's totally right. And actually we're coming to the second part of our AMA, which is community-related questions. And the first question is related to your ICP. So who is your project built for, and actually what does your ideal customer look like?
Yeah, I'll go second. Oh, maybe not.
Please, we're just synced on the button at the same time, man. You go.
Go ahead, by all means.
Okay, I'll go first. Well, our user is basically not a user. We are working directly with businesses and governments. So you can say that basically we're a business to enterprise, business to government, business to business kind of operation. Kima users are no one but everyone. No one needs to directly use Kima. Every user that basically can use a wormhole, can use a certain bank, can use a Accelor, can use a layer 0, can use their government CBDC, etc. As long as they will have Kima's integration of some part for interoperability purpose, if it's on the decentralized or centralized to decentralized side, so they would be sending their messages through Kima. So it's not the user, it's basically protocol or building and needing interoperability with the centralized world directly with no intermediaries, no smart contracts and no oracles. So in the most secure way known to man today. And to every centralized application, it can be a fintech application, it can be a bank application, and it can be a government central bank, like the European Central Bank, for example, that needs integration to decentralized application directly. Again, with no intermediaries, no smart contracts, and no oracles. So in a way that cannot be hacked, it is fast, and it's basically completely transparent to users on their end. So that's who we are addressing.
Yeah. Similar to us, I think, we've built out two projects that, connect with both, projects and marketers, in the case of SubHub, and, one for users in the case of DMAIL. So, they're pretty seamlessly connected. They're two halves of a whole, essentially, of a kind of a holistic marketing infrastructure, you could say. And for projects, any projects or marketers in Web3 that want a scalable, on-chain way to grow, notify, activate their user base, by using a Web3 P2P infra, then they can use SubHub. We're still using things like X, things like Discord, things like Telegram. There's nothing wrong with them. But what SubHub and DMAIL do is that they allow the Web3 user to utilize their wallet, to log in via their wallet, and to essentially use their wallet or their DID to message from the wallet address. Your default address on DMAIL is your wallet address unless you personalize it with an NFT. So this P2P messaging using this infrastructure, and I think for users, any users that want value for their attention and engagement, then they're happy to use DMAIL. The thing about Gmail is that while we're not in any kind of competition with Gmail, we're a Web3 product and they're Web2, and we have totally different functionality. Gmail essentially, with Gmail, it's free, and there's a very good reason for that. You are the product, whereas with DMAIL, I think the value proposition is altogether different. You own your own data, so it's not basically farmed, and instead of your data being harvested and you being the product, you can actually monetize your time on the platform. So I think there's a different value proposition altogether. And we're continuing to build out the core infrastructure. I mentioned things like the productivity suite, the Drive, and everything else that's coming, so that the inbox looks increasingly like Gmail, but with all of these Web3 value adds like tokenization, being able to store assets, send and receive assets, and as I say, earn on the platform as well. So I think an ideal customer for DMAIL is anyone who's really active across chains, wallet native, who's tired of being spammed with zero value content, basically as a they are the product if in Web2, right? And And I think anyone who wants to monetize their attention, essentially. I think for SubHub, the ideal customer, if you want to call it that, is any marketer or project that wants to use Web3 infra and make it far more cost effective than Web2 and reduce churn significantly as well. That's really who we are connecting with.
I'm happy to jump in. As a protocol, it's an ecosystem, and so there are multiple different stakeholders or users who engage with, the core product. At the kind of foundational level, we do rely on IP holders and creators who want to register their intellectual property on the protocol. So whether that's Black Mirror, the TV show, or Sony Pictures, or a musician, or even just a KOL or creator, they would be considered IP holders to us, who are basically registering their media assets, setting up licenses, and even royalties on chain using the protocol. A second tier, which is really important for the ecosystem, is then builders. The builders are ultimately building products on top of these IPs. And so we have a whole network of partners from, again, Web2 kind of technology companies that have tens of millions of users who maybe enable things like remixing or other features, and they want to update the way they create value for their user base. So, one side is the creators and the rights holders, and the other side are the builders and developers, essentially, who are building products. And so, that's really the foundation of our network right now. And, the more IP that comes on board, we've seen more builders interested in building products in the ecosystem, from startups all the way to global organizations. And then the users of these products vary obviously significantly from whether they're just fans, creators, gamers, and more. So it's an ecosystem, and so we do consider a number of different kind of stakeholders and their needs, but primarily IP holders and developers.
I can also jump in. So we have actually two main sides. The first one is Web2 and Web3 companies that need better security without hiring a full team. And the second one is everyday users with a decent hardware who want to earn something real. Actually, not from hype, but from actually contributing. With that way, we can be bridge between these two sides and provide monetize their infra power, and also we help companies to making robust infrastructure for them.
Thank you. Maybe someone else?
Yes. Yeah, maybe I can jump in. So yeah, we have like two things, right? So on the Warden protocol part, of course, like the first person and for whom we are built for is developers. Developers who want to build like intelligent and AI integrated like crypto and Web3 apps with minimal frictions. And on the second hand as well, actually, we were like very much interested about like everyone who is like looking forward to bring like vibe coding. We love vibe coding as well. So it's something which is not common for like crypto and Web3 projects. So because here we have like Warden Studio, we have like Warden plugins where you have already some audited crypto components and Web3 components, so that coders can focus on like some user experience things and their like innovations in terms of like, okay, what type of projects they would like to build. So like pretty cool, pretty fun, as well as bringing agents. Just to remind everyone, because like crypto projects are always fighting, for developers, but the number of developers, in Web3 is like very limited. So you need to think beyond. And then finally, still on the protocol part, and it's like and Warden app, it's like any user wants something like which is much more simple, who is like tired to always looking for the good bridge, not the scam bridge, not the bridge with the lowest fees, looking for, like the good DApp, looking for the good liquidity pool, looking where to store like their seed phrase, looking always for something new, and always like adding issues with all these kind of things. So yeah, we want to bring another type of user experience. And actually, like you can see in your community, you have like a lot of like, you have a lot of people, like even sometimes like KOLs, like yappers, like ambassadors, like partners from big projects coming, and posting, with like their kids, with their grandma, using Warden. I mean, it's that simple, that like anyone can use it. I think like the youngest age, it's like people from like 5, 6 years old. It's not a persona. Don't worry. It's not a persona, but it's just to showcase like it's that simple that even like anyone can use it. And that's it on my side.
Thank you. We have Ivy from CycleX. Ivy, would you like to step in?
Yeah. So we are CycleX, and we are actually RWA launching platform. I know repeated answering every question. So our vision is to turn consensus into value. So this is our goal, and we hope that like global users, especially for the Web2 and Web3 financial users, to provide them like very transparent and systematic and easily use financial services. But actually, we find out that in Web3 world, there are a lot of users, they don't know what the RWA fund it is. They don't know the legal and the logic of the RWA fund. So whether seasoned crypto users or newcomers to tokenize the size, the CycleX the threshold for them is relatively high. So our ideal customers are those people who believe technology, especially blockchain technology, combined to traditional funds, and also they would like to learn the fund knowledge. They know the logic of the traditional assets like stocks, treasury, how they be tokenized, and how could be they what the advantage of these assets, and like the profits, the structures of the fund. They would like to learn that through a very long-term view, and also they believe they can join in this new infrastructure of the financial world. So this is our ideal customers. Yeah, this is my side.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
from our side, like our goal is like to educate more masses, educate more people. So like if we remember everyone, like before like few years, there were not many people in the mainstream uh crypto space, but right now like we have many more people joining in. But the main problem is DeFi side. So DeFi actually is still a bit hard to use for normal people. So our main focus is to educate users, the convert Web2 users to Web 2.5, and then eventually to Web 3. So we are giving them opportunity to use the tools for free for their convenience, for them to get used to it. And also we are making life easy for many projects, for many companies, and for many people, especially in the payment fi kind of stuff. So you can imagine like sending money through a bank to someone in Africa or in Europe. Like the system is pretty slow. Like it takes few days to send some dollars, and also you spend a lot of effort going to banks and everything. But like with overpayment fi solutions, like it's very easy to do it. Like so many e-commerce companies are using this cross-border payment solution. So I think like our main focus is like to provide solutions for different kind of people, to target different kind of regions and specific categories. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, thank you, Tom. Thank you, guys. And we are coming closer to the last question in part 2. It will be about the community, because we all know, and having been mentioned before by you, that community is everything is in Web3. And in a time when actually hype fades fast, how are you building a community that actually sticks around? So how do you keep it active, loyal, and involved? Maybe you have some tips on how to do it better so that our friends and partners could use that to keep their community floating and being involved. I think that we will start with Daniel. Thelma is very sorry, but he had to jump off from this question.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, you know, I'm proud of the team. We've managed to build 2 dApps that are in the top 15 for adoption, and you know, this is all verifiable on DApp Radar. Anybody who goes to DApp Radar can see both DMAIL and SubHub in the top 15 for adoption. So, you know, when you've got 2 projects in the top 15 built by one team, you know you're doing something right. You know that you're building something that caters to a growing need in Web3. You know, the marketing industry is projected, the Web3 marketing industry is projected to reach more than 45 billion by 2032. You know, it really is an exponential growth curve. And yeah, KOLs and other things, you know, serve their purpose. But we're talking about building out infrastructure where, you know, we of course, we're all going to continue to use things like X and Telegram, but you know, it unlocks a lot of utility when you can reach users directly via their wallets and drop tokens to them as well. And that's exactly what DMAIL and SubHub is doing. So, you know, I think that you can't fake community. I already mentioned there's public data available. So, you know, what we do is we focus on three pillars really. The first one is utility. So we feel that active participation is something that is necessary. I think that users need to have a value proposition. They need to be rewarded for showing up and for completing real actions, and almost like a gamification of an attention economy, where you know it's like that dopamine hit where you know Web2 got it a long time ago with likes on Facebook and stuff like that. Well, I think the dopamine hit can be a lot stronger when it's actual money as a reward as well, or tokens, which obviously is convertible to money. So I think that the way that you do that in Web3 obviously is that it's more equitable and equitable economy where you can distribute tokens and you're able to cut out a lot of middlemen and directly access the user bases, and you know and you're able to connect with them and reward them for their attention. And so that's really what we're looking to do. I think there's a lot of exclusivity on DMAIL as well. We have a lot of partners who have recognized our huge user base, and particularly like pre-TGE partners who you know want to tap into this user base that we've built over the last 4.5 years, and you know they do some airdrops, and quite a few projects have airdropped on DMAIL, and we're building that out increasingly. So I really hope that I really think that assists with you know retention. And the last thing I'd say is probably transparency. You know, I think there's a tendency in Web3 for a lot of projects to kind of overpromise and underdeliver. And I think that DMAIL has a really good track record for shipping, generally on time. Sometimes, you know, with our marketplace, we felt the time in the market was quite important as well. So there was a slight delay on that, but generally we ship when we say we do. And I think that does earn trust over time. And you know, anyone who's followed DMAIL for the last few years will see the kind of development that we've made in our product. And yeah, I'm quite proud of what the team has achieved in that sense.
Thank you, Daniel. Next is Vincent.
Yes. Yes. Like, I mean, like, I'm a community maximalist as well. I mean, like, we should all be, right? In Web3. Like, but yeah, I'm a community maximalist. I think like building community is always like something interesting. I think it starts, by recognizing people who have been like believers and supporting you for a very long time. I think that starts there. You need to empower them. I'm against, like over controlling community. I'm actually like often like giving a lot of latitude, like to ambassadors, to community members. I love when they like self-organize and bring their own ideas to the table, and when they make it happen. I think that's something like first thing first. That's something which is like very, very important. I think as well, something which is missing sometimes from some team, different teams, can be as well like to engage with the community, but like at the team level. I think everyone in the team should be somehow a community member. It's somehow if like the community does not have access to the CTO, to the CEO, to the CMO, to what they think about and so on, the message can be lost. And as well, like it's nice to have community managers, to have like marketing team, communication team, events teams, or whatever. One person doing that at once. But if founders and core team members are not engaging with the community, still you have like only a middleman, and I think like the communication is lost somehow with the community. So I think it's very, very important first to empower like community members to recognize when they're active. Also, I think it's very important to remember that they're like volunteers, even though some of them are expecting rewards, their drops, they're still volunteers. They're like bringing their energy to the table. So I think it's very important to recognize what they're doing, and also to not over control them, to give them latitude. I think brand guidelines when community takes over sometimes can be lost also in translation. They like to adopt sometimes some local like customs or like colors or fields like that. I think they should like teams shouldn't be upset when it happens. Of course, when it's official, then you bring back like the official brand guidelines and everything like that. But you shouldn't get upset when the community is taking over your brand, your messaging, your project, to preach it to the rest of the world, because like they know what they're doing also like at the local level. It's going to resonate with people in their own communities. So I think it's really important to empower them and give them this latitude. And that's how you keep them also loyal, I think. And finally, I think like, I mean, it's a must have, like ambassadorship programs, but also it's a must have, like, to communicate with them. So I try to have calls, with like ambassadors, with community members. So we have actually like general community calls, we have ambassador calls and so on. So yeah, my ambassadors know that I receive like so many like DMs that sometimes I cannot answer all DMs. So like what happens is just like I ask them, like to make it public. If I do not answer, I'll just put it in a public chat, tag me. So, like name me and shame me, and like it's transparent. I really like also like transparency, for community. So if they have a question, probably some other people have been having this question. And if I did not answer, well, probably, like naming me and showcasing that, they're waiting this answer is like, okay, I need to get to it, I need to get to it. So I think, again, like important is like empower your community, give them latitude, like communicate with them. For the early adopters, believers, your ambassadors, it's very important that you give them, like more than the general messaging, that you give them the alpha, that you give them some like, inch about like what is going to happen in the near future, how they can help you, how you can help them, what do they need, what do they like to do. I think all of that. And finally, I think it's very important for the teams to engage. I think it's very, very important. Would it be like for the community? Would it be for your team to understand your community? And would it be like even more, for the visibility of the project? I think it's very important. So that's what I can say about community and about building a community, making it stick and so on. Of course, when the hype is gone, especially when you're like a new project, when the hype is gone, the most important is like all the friends you made along the way, right? And like that's the ones who are going to stick with you.
Thank you. Thank you, Vincent. Next is Emil from DETS.
Can you hear my voice?
Yes, pretty well.
Great. So basically, our question was how are you building the community that sticks around, right?
Yes.
So
That's it.
yeah. So basically, I will keep it short, as I mentioned. In my opinion, by being real and giving real value, as Tomer said, our users can actually do something with their unused computing power resources. They can run nodes, earn and test features also in our platform. We involve them early, listen, and ship fast to our customers. It's something like it's not some discourse group. It's actually a real company. It's actually real infrastructure that delivers all the time real cybersecurity solutions. And with that earnings, our community will stick us until the end.
Yeah, thank you. So true. So Ivy?
Yeah, I'm here. And for this question, we firmly believe that the community is not built around hope, but around shared growth and benefits. So, when building the community, we focus on three aspects. The first thing is that the value co-creation, and we really focus on the product feedback, especially we are like RWA product in Web3 where we really want to see the the users from Web3 aspects to give us the opinions to update our product, especially the form portfolio and the profits and how they buy it. We want to see all these feedbacks, and also we want to co-building the project and the market consensus dissemination. So we really want to see the users will give us their opinions about how should we should we build our product, how should we combine the traditional institutions. For example, when we want to build a new RWA product, there are a lot of traditional stocks, batteries joining. So we really want to see what they want. For example, recently, really in stock tokenization, there is really popular project called X Stocks. And this project focus on the US stocks like Apple, like Amazon, these kind of stocks. And we see that this product is really popular in Web3 users. So we developed another platform called FlowX. We really want to update our product by meeting our customers' need. So this is a most important thing. And the second is that we really want the real people, genuine participation. Like we want to, we not only just let our users to buy our RWA fund, but also we really need they understand their logic. It's just not like by meme coins, by other, there are some kind of projects they do more marketing stuff but less product design. So we really want our user like our RWA form. They see the benefits by buying our RWA form than the traditional size. So we want to see they understand the whole investment logic, like they can assess our legal compliance, and they can see the structure of our portfolio. They understand how they can buy it. We really want to see they understand it, and want to see they can collaborate. They can go the collaborative governance method to give us more opinions. And the last thing is the long-term incentives. So we not only give them the tokens, but also we really give them a lot of educational materials. Like we want their learn what is RWA phone and what the benefits of the RWA phone and the the network connection, how they do that. And we really want to give our customers a deeper incentives on kind of like a financial awareness. So here they are not just like user, but also collaborator, but also like our our students. Yeah. So this is 3 points that we focus on. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Ivy. And the last speaker for the last question is Tom.
Yes. So
I'm sorry, I need to drop. So I wish you all a great day. I'm so sorry. Thank you very much for everyone who joined. I'm so sorry. Speak to you all later.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
have a good one, mate. Okay, so from my side, like I think like building community is like based on few factors. The first thing is security. The second thing is customer service, and the third thing is usability, and the fourth thing is like how you want to keep them for long term. So there are some users like who come and go. The main purpose is like how to utilize your users and let them become your long-term community. So the first thing is like you have to work on security. Your platform should be like really secure for all these transaction and everything. And also like of course there are going to be many user related problems in longer run, but the best way is like how you solve them in the quicker way and how you provide the best customer service to your users. And the third thing is like be transparent and bring the profit making kind of stuff for your community, like where you share the revenue with your community and you always bring new opportunities for them to engage. So we do that in a sense that we bring many different projects to collaborate with us and run some kind of different community campaigns, and that's how like all those community becomes like your long-term community. Of course they are getting something out of your project and they love your product and they are using your product in their daily life. So I think these are the main cores which plays a really good role in like maintaining your relationship with your users. So I think these are the factors we have to consider for the users. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Tom. And I'll be quick with the last part. Basically, that's a quick speed round with either or type of questions. So please don't consider it as any financial advice. This is just for pure fun. So let's have it. So Tom, the first question is for you. Proof of work or proof of stake?
Proof of work.
Okay. Ivy, long-term holding of crypto assets or active day trading?
Is it for me?
No, that's for Ivy from CycleX.
Okay.
I'm sorry, can you repeat it?
Yeah. This will be a quick question for each of you, and you can respond very quickly, just choosing the preferred option. So long-term holding of crypto assets or active day trading?
Long term, of course.
Okay, Anil, a fully decentralized crypto ecosystem or one regulated by governments? Okay, I see that Anil left, right? Anil? Yeah. So Vincent, then this is for you.
Yeah, Vincent also left.
Oh no. Okay, so we have only that's account here. Okay, Daniel?
Yeah, sorry, could you repeat that?
Yeah, sure. A fully decentralized crypto ecosystem or one regulated by governments?
Fully decentralized.
Yeah, good. Tom, sexes or dexes?
Of course, Dexes.
Okay, Ivy, question for you. Consensus 2024 of Web Summit. Ivy?
Hi. Sorry. Can you repeat again?
Consensus 2024 of Web Summit.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
So none of them. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Daniel, a Dodge or ship?
Sorry, what? Could you repeat?
Yeah, Dodge or ship? You can
Doge, I guess.
none of them.
Neither. Also neither. But yeah, I suppose if I have to choose one, I suppose the original Dogecoin, I guess it's Doge, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the last round, Tom, USDT or USDC?
USDT.
Okay, Ivy, are you here with us?
Yeah.
Lunch with Elon Musk or Champagne Zhao?
Oh my God. This is okay. Whiskey. Whiskey.
Okay. And Daniel, the last question is for you. OKX or Bybit?
Okay.
Gonna say okay. OKX.
Okay, good. So, guys, thank you for participating. Sorry for being so long. I thought it would take shorter, but there are so many of great projects who joined us. So we were happy to host you here, and it was my pleasure to host this panel and be here with you. So thank you.
Thank you so much for inviting us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
Thank you for